WayofFlowingTime here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. So, I'm a bit sick, so I might not be as exuberant as always. At least I have a few episodes of Inferno Mines if it does get worse. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. I'm kind of wanting to be myself through all of this awesomeness. So, without further ado, let's get out of here. And hope no suicide shrubs decide to attack us. In fact, yeah, let's wait for day, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, onwards. Let's go out and hopefully go to the Nether this time. Because last episode we did light up the portal and I want to see what's there. Okay, so this guy isn't going to give us any chances. So let's why do you have to destroy the terrain like that? Come on. Guess I'm gonna have to repair this big hole. At least it's not as big of a hole as it could be. There are definitely a lot bigger holes out there. So I'll just repair this very quickly and then we can get on with our lives. That being said, it's gonna look like a repaired hole. That was close. Okay, so let's see. Zombie first. Might as well get you out of the way. Maybe we can get some gold. That'd be lovely. And of course, he is a stingy bugger. So, oh well, look at that. We're level 30. We can do some enchanting soon. Okay, so the Nether. Here we go. Into the unknown. And of course, this guy decided to travel. Okay, this is going to be even more fun than I thought. Okay, so there are a few changes. I don't want you to attack me right off the back. Thank you, you moron. Okay, so there are a few changes in the Nether that Gregorus and other mods have added. They're called Nether ores. And I hear things about things exploding when you mine them, so I'm gonna have to be extra cautious, careful, and likewise about it. Okay, that is actually worse than I thought. Okay, angry zombie pigman. And almost killing me. Okay, that's great. That is great. I even have full armor and he managed to do that much damage. Okay, so what are you? Let's make sure nothing attacks me. Did I even pick you up? Yeah, I must have. Oh, derp. Your nether iron ore. Let's see. Uses. Okay, that means you can live in the nether now. You have to smelt it to get iron ore, or you can pulverize it for 3 times as much? What? That's a little ridiculous. Okay, there's 2 different macerator recipes. Okay, now, the only way this is balanced is I hear some people say that this stuff explodes. Though, seeing as I haven't seen any explosion yet, I'm wondering if they're just pulling my leg. Is that a phantom block? That is a piece of gravel. And that's a piece of ore. Okay, so let's stop enjoying the limelight. This stuff is interesting as well. So, you got a different way to get iron. And frankly, I don't know, is it a bit overpowered, a bit underpowered? It depends on the sacrifices that must be made. You are pyrite, if I remember correctly. Okay, this miner's backpack is really starting to bug me. Okay, we got some pyrite dust. I don't think it's too useful right now. Once again, right-click way. That would be helpful. Okay, pyrite dust. You can get iron and sulfur from it. That's the obvious thing. And that's an industrial electrolyzer. Okay, are these things still angry at me? If so, I better run the other direction. No, they aren't. Good, good. Are you? If you are, you'll aggro those guys. And things will start getting fun. Okay. This is where the fun begins, my friends. This is where the fun begins. Okay. So we got some agros, which aren't too fun. We got a different type of ore over here. Okay, that looks like gold in the pyrite. Nether coal ore, even more great, huh? Now, I keep on hearing about the exploding, though I don't know. Maybe it's just in reference to the pigmen not being happy with you. Well, I got some netherrack, which is what we came here for at least. Oh, God. Fire bats. Fire bats. I hate fire bats. I really hate fire bats. Okay. Fool's gold. I guess that's why it looks like gold then. If it's going to be pyrite dust as well. Okay, so let's see if we can sneak into our nether portal without arousing suspicion, which is obviously not going to work. No. Fa. Okay. Don't know how best to use you, but you're going to be useful. Okay. Let's go and attack the pigmen because, frankly, there's no other way. There we go. And I heard... Yes, that's awesome. Okay, it's not that it negates fall damage, it's that it slows you down to such a degree that you won't have to worry. Now, can I... No. This is not where I want to fight you, pigman. Especially not there. Okay, so pigmen are angry at me. Maybe I should stop mining their ores. If I can. Okay, so let's see if we can ninja our way up here. There's some other stuff up there, which obviously is going to instill the wrath of the pigmen, such as that guy. So we can't go for any of the ore. Currently, we're going to need to go for some soul sand, though, because frankly, soul sand is solely, and I need to get a little of my soul on. Woohoo! Okay, now will they attack? Probably. I thought I heard a zombie. How did I hear zombie? I'd understand zombie pigmen, but zombies? No. Okay, there's some soul sand over there. Soul sand up there, in fact. And zombie pigmen, of course. As well as some more ores that I'd really love to pick up. You have no idea how much I want to pick them up and just go whole hog. Okay, nether coal ore, what do you use with you? You can smelt it for coal. Will he mind? Probably. Therefore, we should go preemptively and attack him. Okay. Probably stupid, but okay. Let's get this stuff as well. And there we go. And that is gonna help us quite greatly. Your patronage is not gonna be lost. Okay, so we got at least a sample of this stuff. And we gotta make sure nothing else is gonna attack us. No. Okay. Let's see, you're probably 10 silver. Okay. That works too. So this gives a reason to even go into Nether, at least, for oring purposes, or else it'd just be useless. So let's make sure we get the Nether bats out of the way first. And then we're going to need to transfer ourselves over there, making sure not to hit anybody, because I'm not too sure if this is actually an AoE that attacks people. Well, I say people, but seeing as these are a little boorish of individuals, I think we are fine. Okay, now we have to be careful whether there are going to be suicide shrubs attacking us, so let's make sure nothing does. Okay, good. So we got enough we got enough netherrack, and we have some soul. We're adding a bit of soul to our diet, so let's just go and hey, you need a block right there, and I need to get stairs here. Gosh dang it. Okay, this is actually looking more natural now that this is repaired and is growing grass on it, so we should be okay with that. I'm not too sure, but oh well. Okay, let's go up here and gather some fun stuff. And let's make first the induction smelter. Yeah, the induction smelter we'll put here, and we'll put something else here. So, induction smelter. See, induction smelter requires those invar ingots. And how do we get invar ingots? Invar, so iron dust and ferrous metal. So iron dust and ferrous. Okay, we got the iron dust somewhere. In fact, we don't actually have any iron dust with us. So we need to let's take our nether ore, throw it in, since we might as well, and gather our invar dust, which is in one of these two chests. Well, if it's not in one of these two chests, I'm going to be worried, in all honesty. So, there we go. That should be enough. And we'll wait for the rest of it, because we want to get a good power reserve to stay consistent and etc, etc. Actually, that's the perfect amount anyways. So, let's see. Invar dust. We're going to need to then have this smelted. Let's only get 4 things smelted. And the induction smelter requires copper, the machine frame, of course. And do we have our copper? We got our copper, good. And our invar dust, I suppose we can throw it in here in the meantime, as long as nothing attacks us. Okay, good. Let's see, we still have some materials left in here, though that's understandable. And we got our invar ingots. Okay, so we're going to need to make 2 machine frames, which is going to be easy enough. Let's make 3 machine frames. Did I just say what I think so? It's going to be easy enough. It's going to be an easy enough. Not a. Ah, my gosh. Oh dear, I'm such a dork. Okay, we're going to also need those redstone coils, unfortunately. Thankfully, they all take coils, and we're going to need the buckets. And let's see, first of all, obviously, we're going to need to get this machine going, which is going to require just a bit of copper and one of these. So here we go. Let's place it down right here. And we're going to need to add a bit of this energy so that we can actually have this thing going. Okay, and yes, of course, this is a temporary location because there are going to need better locations. So, one of the recipes that we need is to get netherrack into our nether brick. So, nether brick, that's slabs. Nether brick, we can get it through alchemy, of course, but we can get an induction smelter. So that's only 4 of this, and 1 of you, and then after a bit of time, of course, it's going to take a bit, we'll get what we need. Okay, so we also need to pulverize our obsidian dust. Hopefully it doesn't go directly into here because that would be a little counterproductive. But after a bit of time waiting, we get our 2 nether bricks. Then we'll be able to make our magma crucible with this by just simply getting our copper reserves as well. Who would have thought that all of this would be so much work? Well, at this point, it's a lot of work because I haven't set any of the machines up. I'm sure in the future it's going to be a bit more useful, so to speak. So we got our magma crucible. We also need our liquid transposer. If we find that is not what we need, though it is going to be useful to eventually get, but I'm not going to worry about that. We just need some glass as the reagent. So here, 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 and here. There we go. So, now that we have that, we're also going to need another slot for our other thing, and we're also going to want our wrench just in case. We'll put this here. Hopefully nothing bad happens, though I am not too... let's just say that's not likely to happen, that nothing bad will happen. Okay, magma crucible here, liquid transposer here. This is going to take a bit of effort to get, but anyways, we'll have it output there and input there, so that's good. We only need to get enough energy into these things for it to work. So that's going to take a while. That's going to take a lot of charging. So let's get our pulverized obsidian first of all, and I believe we have a few lead ingots. Let's just get a few. Yep, that works. And using our induction smelter, we'll throw that in and throw that in, and then we will get our nice lovely glass. And of course, don't have enough pulverized obsidian. Let's see how much we get for this amount first. 2. Okay. Then we'll have 4. That'll be enough for that. But we're going to need 2 more pulverized obsidian. And we're going to need better machines than this for energy. So let's make a steam engine. Steam engine is going to require a redstone transmittance, which is silver. Gonna need a piston and copper gears. And if we can put the gears to it, I think we'll be okay. So, do we have any sort of silver whatsoever in our chests refined? Got pulverized tin. I don't think that's what we're looking for. So, we're going to need another silver ore will work. Let's see. Does this work? Grind, 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 grind. Nope. Obviously, it's not a valid item. So, this, and this will get our last bit of hardened glass that we're going to need. And let's check. Or we're also going to need grinded up gold, which we have a bit of. And we'll also need pulverized silver, and these are going to be needed for electrum. So let's throw this into the pulverizer. We're also going to need some of our silver ore that we collected. Not this much. Let's go with 4 ore samples, or 5. I guess we're going to go with 5. Sure, why not? There we go. We'll just have to put it in, and eventually we'll get all of that as needed. That's good. That's eventually going to be good, and this is good. Now, the magma crucible, its main use is we need to convert redstone to liquid redstone, throw it into the liquid transposer to get it and combine it and etc. it, because frankly that is the only way to do business. We're going to need a lot more coal anyways, so I suppose we will have to continue adding it, and what could possibly go wrong? As long as we don't have too many machines running at once, we'll at least get the 2 megajoules per tick. Sorry, Minecraft joules per tick. Sorry, I had to do that. I heard someone correcting me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So steam engine, that's what we're focusing on. That's what we should focus on. Therefore, let's actually focus on it. We're going to need 1 bit of silver as the reception coil. We're also going to need to get our piston on. So let's get that. 1 piston should do for now. And there we go. So piston, and also I'm just gonna see what it costs, but we need to get maybe eventually an aqueous accumulator. This will require a servo pump, which is annoying. 10 ingots. I can manage another machine frame. We're low on iron, or rather we're low on our refined iron, so to speak, of course. We aren't actually in the refined iron stage, but we're also needing some copper. So I suppose we're going to have to get that running as well. Pulverized lead, interesting. And unfortunately, it seems like, oh, we don't have any power whatsoever, do we? Huh. I guess you're draining all of it. Stupid, stupid. Okay, so this magma crucible won't go until it has enough power. I think it's, for redstone, it's 1,000 megajoules. Let's watch. That sucks. Okay. I think we should just let everything absorb enough for its power. Then we'll be able to more accurately get everything working. In the meantime, we still do need our copper. So let's get 4 pieces. 4 pieces? Is 4 pieces enough? Yes, it is. So let's go the old-fashioned way, get our copper. We're also going to need to make that other electrum blend. There, we got 4. And our silver, that's good. That's almost half full. And we're just waiting for everything else to go at its highest peak, which is going to require more energy, and which is the reason we're bloody trying to get all of this. So let's actually organize our inventory a bit better than it currently is. Frankly, it's a little appalling, so let's get this sorted out. We don't need this, this, this. I doubt we need this. Let's organize that. Then we get our copper. And I guess we're going to need our piston. We got our piston. We need our redstone for our coil. Coil gun, yay! And then we're going to need to make the coil. First of all, good. We're going to need to get our copper that we get. We're also going to need to make a few gears. Going to need to stone them. And then we're going to need to copper it up. There we go. There we go. And then, there we go. Okay, copper gears, transmittant coil, and then copper ingots, and we get a steam engine. Now, I'm just going to place it down. Obviously, this is not where it goes. So, the steam engine needs to have water in it for it to be able to output anything. And even though it says maximum power is 2, that's not the maximum power we'll be able to get. You can only get that amount by feeding it steam directly, I believe. I could be wrong in this, and it should be much more efficient than our coal brethren, so that is more than enough reason to go the extra. You store a lot of energy, by the way. I'm not too sure if you noticed that. So, aqueous accumulator's probably the only thing we can do to make that, and we got enough, I believe. And do we have our tin in full hog? I don't think so. I don't think so. We got 2 tin ingots, but we're going to need 2 more. And there should be, unless there's stuff in here, which there seems to be. Let's see. Let's get you out of there and throw you back in. Nothing in there now. And then we got our other materials that we can grab. Tin. Hello, tin. Where are you? Oh dear. And obviously this is getting to the slow stage as well, consuming our energy, which I'm not too sure if I really agree with, but whatever. Let me find my tin dust. Okay, there we go. We're going to want to get this fernide. That'll just be a quick zap in the microwave, my good sir. I think it is going to need 10 seconds in total. There we go. Our microwave dinner is finally complete. We're also going to need a bit more than this, which is unfortunate, but I think this is it. No, servo motor is a bit kinder than that. There we go. So we got our servo motor. We're going to unfortunately need a bucket as well, and we're also going to need one of those frames, so we need to get, once again, more iron. It's funny how much effort it's required to get yourself situated in any sort of comfort. Well, it's not too funny. It's kind of tragic, if anything. But maybe if I get you out of there, that should be a bit better. Okay, there. This should be enough. And we can finally get our liquid transposer. Now, the liquid transposer takes ambient water, which is quite interesting, and then takes those. Since there's is an infinite water quark, it is balanced. It takes those bits of water and then recombines it, so to speak, and kind of acts as a different type of pump. So to start off with, we're going to want to put this in an easy enough location. Now I think I'm going to go with, do I have any liquid transport material? No. Let's see, waterproofing. Quater is definitely not what I'm looking for. Water. There we go. And there are pages. Interesting. Let's see. Waterproofing requires beeswax, or it requires cactus green. So we're not able to make any sort of waterproof pipes, except we can use some of the hardened glass that we have in here. So let's take our hardened glass and make something a bit more interesting, which are liquid ducts. So this should be enough for our liquid ducts. And I think we'll put the water sources like so. Here we go. And this will start generating water on its own. And of course we're going to need to make it a bit better. And we're also going to need to get a few more buckets of water. I don't have any infinite water spring in my house, so it might be a good idea to actually get an infinite water spring sometime soon. Frankly, it should be something that's in my base right now, but I've been too busy trying to not die from random creeper kamikaze-ness moves. Okay, I want to see. Ooh, awesome. And I just killed the sheep. You should be ashamed of yourself, monster. I am ashamed of myself. I'm so ashamed that I couldn't have gotten 2 pieces of wool. Okay, so let's move onwards. Maybe we can actually leave this place with some semblance of sanity afterwards. And then let's set this machine up. Okay, here we go. Let's put this here. And then this here, so we can get our infinite water quite easily. And this is going to fill up really quickly, as you see. And we'll have it obviously all output sides, and this can automatically go. So let's get one more of these things. There we go. And we're going to combine it quite easily to another one of these. I guess we'll put our woolly monstrosity away for now. And then we'll put this here, which is going to need to be rotated with our wrench. There. And then this will provide some power and automatically be fed through this. And all that's going to be required now is to throw some coal into it. And it should start automatically pumping, which is quite good. Now, it is giving 2 megajoules per tick. That is good. So this is now a combined 4 if they're all running, or rather this one replaces those 2. So eventually we're going to want to go all steam power, I'm thinking. And the reason is this can easily keep up with this engine. That is quite good. Okay, and now is the efficiency of the coal the same? I'm not too sure. Let's get 4 more pieces. And get that in. And we got 4 pieces in there anyway, so this should eventually get all the way. We got 5 pieces of redstone in already. Let's just throw that in. We're going to need 1 extra piece of redstone to seal the deal, so to speak, in a blood pack offering of sacrifice. And we're also going to want to get our electrum blend and turn it to actual stuff. Electrum will go into here. Just going to need to power it quickly, and this stuff is okay. This stuff is okay. This stuff is going to be the purveyor of all things magical, mystical, and marvelous. So that'll be okay. This is still getting stuff though, so it's not entirely sane, but whatever. So now, let's make the machine frame, which is going to require a diamond, hardened glass, and our electrum blend. There we go. Our energy cell machine frame. This is going to require the liquid redstone that we are currently pumping. Now, obviously, that's not enough. Let's check the uses of this. Then we'll be able to see the quantity that we need. We're going to need 1,000 millibuckets, which is 1 bucket of molten redstone, and that conveys to 40 pieces of redstone. And we're almost there. It's just going to take a bit of time with this. And it does seem good that it doesn't overheat, this thing. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't overheat, though I wouldn't know. Okay, the minimum power usage of this is 7.5 Minecraft joules per tick. So we're going to have to keep that in mind, and that is going to be something that is really annoying. I am very, very sure. And let's see, if we were to replace these two things with those things as well, they would be a lot better. That being said, it's going to require a bit of effort because we do need to pulverize the stuff. We then do need to smelt it, and then etc. So what I'm thinking is we'll do all of our smelting in the furnaces, even though it's not necessarily better than that. So all the smelting we'll do in the furnaces. That way we'll do less power consumption. Then that should be good. We're that much away. Okay, I think we can do this. Okay, so one of the advantages of the steam engine appears to be well, it's not only does it give more energy, but it is much more efficient at using the energy. So, for instance, I did the test and it seemed like it was giving a lot more for the little amount of coal that I put in. That's not too bad, actually. And now that the steam engines are all going off of one aqueous accumulator, this is going to be a lot faster. So, unfortunately, we ran out of time for this episode, so we're going to have to finish our redstone engineering later on. It's a different type of redstone engineering, I know, but whatever. So, we're going to have to make that redstone energy conduit thing, and maybe get some energy conduits as well, which is another thing entirely, but not altogether unpleasant. So, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.